Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the time is now 7:51 p.m. and I just arrived in this area, and here we are, right here, right? And this appears to be, let us see how lucky I am, a fire truck, or looks like the chief, one of those chief fire trucks. And again, this is what's been happening every time I move. Right now, I guess the police may have been warned about their behavior. Right? I am not certain. I have not seen them much today except for a quick glance here or there. However, I noticed that the ambulance's appearance, as well as the fire truck and these things, other city vehicles are now I'm frequently running into these vehicles. So, like I said before, I have always surmised that, you know, these city workers, they're working as a group or as a crew, or public servants, and again, these people are all servants of the crown, servants of His Majesty. You understand? Some of them are certified servants. By that I mean that they have sworn allegiance from their mouth to this crown, right? So what we have here is just a group of individuals stemming from the police who's out here still attempting to bully and harass people or individual, man and woman, or woman, right? These particular events, as I record them, obviously they relate to me, and this is why I'm recording them, right? I find this highly unusual that I am constantly, like I said, running into these city vehicles, these emergency vehicles, every time I change areas or I move from one area to the next. So for me, this might be some sort of alarm to that underground community within that particular area. Whenever they hear the siren, I am not certain what it is that they're supposed to do, but I am 100% sure, right, that this is what's going on, right? And even if it's a case where these guys are getting genuine calls, I don't believe so. These are all staged events, right? It takes nothing for them to get someone to either pull a fire alarm or do something stupid and then get them to call the fire or the fire truck. This happens all the time, right? And this is a part of how some people make their living, right? Because we don't usually, fire is not a thing that we have every day, right? We may have an emergency alarm go off, but it may not, 9 out of 10 times or 8 out of 10 times, it's not really a fire, right? And there you go, right there. That's a fire truck, right? Now, how lucky are, even though I don't believe in luck, right? How fortunate or could I be to be running into these emergency vehicles constantly, and not just constantly, whenever I change areas, or, you know, whenever it appears that I am not being followed by some undercover car or even a regular police car, right? In every case, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is highly unusual, and like I said, I have always surmised that this is what's happening, that the police is out here working through these city workers, quite possibly they themselves sitting in those vehicles at the time when I am encountering them, right? Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, we're here, right? We're here in the city. We're here in the city, and look, see, we have one fire truck returning here silently. There's no sound, right? That's, you can't recognize the number from here. But that's one fire truck just passed going back to the station, and for whatever reason, he's not involved. Anyways, we'll see. Again, my focus is still on the police, who's at the root of all of this. And like I said, right, I am recording these events, and they are aware that these events are being recorded. I am certain that they have access to my YouTube channel, even though I haven't really invited much people, at least not yet. But I'm certain that they're onto my YouTube channel, and they're seeing the videos that I post up here, right? So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, from my end, I have nothing to hide, right? I can defend my stand, my status wherever I am, right? I am a living, breathing, autonomous being, as described in English, right? And so therefore it means that I am not controlled by any outside entity, right? I am in full command of my mental faculties, right? Even though there are outside entities or what have you that may be attempting to influence my existence or my presence, pardon, right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, the time is now 7:59 p.m. September 18th, 2025. I'm going to cut the video right here, ladies and gentlemen. Show continues.